Enmeshment is an unhealthy relationship style. Are you prone to enmeshment? Do you know? Here's a simple test, and this further fosters codependence. You are telling them, you need me to be happy. Here are 2 ways to heal. Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine. I provide online mental health support services, so phone, email, instant message or chat, and face-to-face video. So head to my site, the link is in the bio for an instant booking if you would like to. In my channel, I like to talk psychology. I like to psychoanalyze phenomena relevant to our everyday lives so you have a better understanding of your own behaviour and the behaviour of others. I find psychological theory to be so fascinating, but I do understand that not everyone has access to it. That's why I've developed this channel. Plus, I can show you how to apply it to your everyday life to hopefully improve your quality of life. No matter what the topic, I always tie it back to you and how you can use this information to apply it to your own life in a positive way. Today, we are talking about enmeshment. Now, enmeshment is an unhealthy relationship style which you usually develop as a child through poor parenting skills and then perpetuate as an adult, leading to an unhealthy and damaging interpersonal relationship. When I think of enmeshment, I think of too much love. So what might this look like? It looks like a lack of boundaries. It looks like copying one another, adopting one another's beliefs, thoughts, or even appearances. It looks like codependence, and that looks like I need to know you're okay in order for me to be okay. If you are sad, I am sad. It looks a whole lot like a lack of identity and a fused identity between 2 people. Are you prone to enmeshment? Do you know? Here's a simple test. During a standard dinner, so not a special dinner, just a normal dinner, your child, your friend, or your intimate other needs to obviously eat as well. Do you say, all right, dinner's ready, come and get it, or something like that? Or do you instead automatically go to serve this person? You get their plate, their cutlery, and you even decide their portion size and take it to them as you eagerly await their response, hoping for their approval. So this behavior teaches you both 2 things. 1, you depend on me, and 2, I need your validation in order to be happy. If you are prone to emotional enmeshment, you probably also find yourself in relationships with people with really bad problems, like substance abuse problems, for example. And the reason you're probably in the relationship with this person is because you might think that you can fix them or rescue them. Or the situation is reversed, where you have the problems and hope they can fix you. Or you both have problems and can therefore fix one another. Or focus on their problem, which certainly on a superficial level will temporarily alleviate the pain of your own problems, which creates a false belief that the person actually fixed the problems for you. Of course they didn't. And the only way you'll fix your own problems is as an individual and through putting in the therapeutic work. Another symptom of enmeshment is feeling responsible for the emotions of others. If someone is sad, you simply cannot allow their sadness. You must put a stop to it, whether it's buying them gifts to cheer them up, acts of service, again, just too much love. The love languages, whatever yours is, you'll lay it on thick until they're happy again. Again, this further fosters codependence. You are telling them, you need me to be happy. If that person needs space from you, you feel threatened, rejected, nervous, uncertain, fearful. You can't simply understand that some people need emotional space. People may not be aware that they found someone who is prone to enmeshment, or perhaps two people together will create an enmeshed relationship. It can be insidious and symptomatic of an unhealthy relationship, usually building to an addictive relationship. I never share client stories, so this is a case study of a very toxic enmeshed relationship of an alcoholic male and female. The female, who was not a drinker, could not bear to see her partner's pain and shame of their addiction, so they themselves became alcoholics. She said it served two purposes. One was to make them more similar to each other. They shared a problem. And the other one was through having the alcoholic problems of her own, it made him feel better, which is something she desperately needed to see. That's a pretty shocking example of enmeshment. Enmeshment can be really damaging. It's the chronic neglect of your own needs. It's the chronic dismissal of your own identity. And it's never learning how to make yourself happy through self-care and through moderating your own feelings. It's really sad when a child is brought up into an enmeshed family because there is no escape and because it is all that they know. They do not realize how much they're just being robbed. In the really enmeshed emotional family, the parent can invoke anger within their child with just a few words. And they might often do that because they're so angry themselves and they don't know how to deal with their anger. So they make other people, their children, angry as well. It will give them a little bit of power, makes them feel better and in control momentarily. It's just really sad for the child who was having a perfectly happy day until then. And they probably don't even realize what just happened. Until they understand what emotional enmeshment is, they cannot do anything to fight it, really, as a child. And then hopefully one day they might discover what is happening, sometimes through therapy. And then through having that awareness, they can then start the process of healing. If you are in an enmeshed relationship or experienced it as a child, here are two ways to heal. One is time alone. If you can be single, then perhaps just consider stop dating and just learn to live with yourself and your own thoughts and feelings. Start feeling your feelings and needs again. If you're in a relationship, you can still achieve this through spending more time alone and as individuals. You need to learn how to react, how to feel. You need to build a connection with yourself. The second tip is to start setting boundaries. For those who are prone to enmeshment, boundaries are critical. They provide a fence for you, facilitating space to carry out your own identity and your own emotions. You need to define your boundaries, then practice your boundaries, then maintain your boundaries. Define, practice, maintain. And it requires constant work. But having a sense of identity, having individual purpose and freedom, and having the right to feel our own feelings should not be something we had to fight for as children. As adults, we can work to correct the damage and start to create relationships of two individuals with connections with one another, but deeper connections with themselves. I can help. If you want some help in working out if you're prone to enmeshment or in setting boundaries, then you can reach out. The link is in the bio for an instant booking.